Not many people would wander into the woods on a misty day, but we have a very specific reason to do so. We are looking for an ancient medicine that is quite literally growing on trees. It is a foggy day and probably not the best time to be searching for something in the forest. But here we are. And I say that not because it looks kind of spooky, but because there's not much visibility. So trying to spot a fungi, which is indeed what we're after, on a tree trunk from afar is going to be a bit of a challenge. The mist has been hanging low around the area for some days now, with a few drizzles of snow here and there. It's cold and damp, and since we're in the middle of a full-on flu season, what better time to flee the city in search for the Birch polypore, or birch bracket as it is commonly referred to. Allegedly a tree-dwelling miracle fungi, known for its medicinal properties, the use of birch polypore dates back thousands of years. Ötzi the Iceman, the 5,000-year-old mummy discovered in the Austrian Alps in 1991, famously carried this specific mushroom. It is believed he used it as a wound dressing due to its antibacterial compounds. So today we are on the lookout for it and will start inspecting this forest off the beaten path. Don't be discouraged by the fact that it's winter if you feel like having a mushroom picking walk. Some edible species like oyster mushrooms, wood ears, and lion's mane can be found during this time of the year as well. However, the birch polypore that we're after isn't edible. Well, it's brewable, but not edible. And if there's no luck foraging, at least we can say we've had a good walk and some laughs. The forest never disappoints. The forest we're walking through is mostly made up of beech and oak trees. But as we head farther up the hill, we come across a few patches of old fallen birch. And that's exactly what we need, since the bracket mushroom we're after grows exclusively on dying or decaying birch wood. Birch trees are easily recognized by their signature white bark, which peels away in thin papery layers. As they age, their lower trunks develop dark, diamond-shaped cracks. Their stark, white appearance contrasts quite sharply with the surrounding trees, making them easy to spot in the forest. After a bit of frolicking around, we come across our first finds. The size and shape of this fungus can differ significantly, influenced by its location on the tree, as well as its stage of development. Some grow wide and flat, while others remain more rounded and compact. Here, clinging to the upper part of a lifeless yet still standing birch, we spot an impressively large specimen. Right at that annoying height, where it's too high to grab but too low to leave behind. And up above it, teasing us from their lofty perch, an entire fungal kingdom. At least we got this one. Unlike most wood-decaying brackets, this fungus completes its full growth in a single season. It starts growing as early as July and continues until October. But even after their season ends, they remain attached to the tree year-round, slowly withering away. Walking around the area, I spotted a smaller specimen clinging to a fallen branch, standing out against the brown leaf litter. When comparing the two mushrooms, it's evident that they don't follow a consistent growth pattern. They begin with a hoof-like form before gradually expanding into a flatter, fan-like structure. They anchor to the wood with a pillow-shaped base, which is usually offset to one side. More clearly visible here once I turn the mushroom around. On the underside, you'll notice these rounded white tubes. They serve as the exit points for spores, which the wind will carry away to spread. As with any foraging, it's important to be mindful. We only take what we need, leaving plenty behind for the ecosystem. Mushrooms like this play a vital role in breaking down dead wood and recycling nutrients back into the soil. With our foraging day complete, it's time to head back home, examine our finds in more detail, and try something completely new. A cup of freshly brewed mushroom tea. Since Nuka didn't get to join us today, she should at least get to sniff some of the smells she missed out on. Despite it looking quite delicate, this mushroom is tough and has a cork-like rubbery flesh that's surprisingly difficult to cut through. Studies on tissue and extracts obtained from the Birch polypore have proven quite an impressive list of benefits. It contains piptamine, a mild antibiotic that has been used to treat E. coli infections, a bacterium commonly found in the intestines of humans and animals, with certain strains capable of causing severe food poisoning. As an antiviral, it has been observed to inhibit HIV cell reproduction, effectively target and neutralize encephalitis infections, and show promising results in treating the flu and yellow fever. It also demonstrated anticancer properties by slowing tumor cell growth while leaving healthy cells unaffected. Now, I wouldn't recommend you not make use of modern medicine if you happen to find yourself in any of these unfortunate situations. But just knowing that this mushroom has such a wide range of curative properties, which were tested and proven in lab conditions, is quite fascinating. Let's get on with making some tea. I'll use a small piece that I previously cut and rinsed. Throw it in the glass and pour boiling water over it and let it infuse for about 5 minutes. The mushroom can also be boiled in a pot to make tea, but that variant makes it much more bitter to the taste. Used as a curative, it is a type of medicine, so not a mushroom that should be consumed in any other way, as it has no culinary value whatsoever. For proper storage, we sliced the mushroom into smaller pieces and dried them until they were fully dehydrated. Standing in the misty forest earlier today, surrounded by birch trees, it struck me how timeless this practice is. For centuries, humans have turned to nature for medicine, nourishment, and inspiration. This humble mushroom, so easily overlooked, is a testament to that connection. So the next time you're walking through a birch grove, keep an eye out for this special fungus. Who knows, it might just inspire you to pause, learn, and maybe even make a cup of tea.